Go ahead, unmute yourself, man.
Hey, how you doing, Kevin?
I'm well. How old are you?
I'm 27.
What's the issue?
Not necessarily an issue, more of a question. My first time listening to like a whole show that you did, and I do kind of agree with you that our options are really limited. I've seen, black women.
We got to get to the issue because I got to keep it flowing. So
I got you.
If you don't have a real issue, I want to get to people who have the real issue. Do you have a real issue?
Yeah, I mean the issue ultimately is that we obviously don't have the numbers on our side. Is being able to, consider, majority black women, instead of dating outside of our gender, which, most black men already do. We marry outside of our race more than any other race of men. How can we, get our women to consider us, as life partners? Because I feel like society
you can't.
Taking that
You
away
can't.
from us.
You can't. It's a free country. Can't. Shout out to Obsidian. Black America, we're wrestling with freedom. Yeah. Black women have made their choices. Like it or not, man. I just talked to Amira talking about what happened in the black community in the 60s when black male unemployment was high and black female welfare enrollment was high. When black men start getting jobs, black women continue to get on unemployment. They're not choosing you. They're not choosing black men to the levels that black men want them to. Y'all can hold on. We complain about the same thing. You complain about the men they're choosing that having babies with Pookie and Ray Ray and Nug Nug and overlooking educated lames. Why? Because you don't have any power over free people in the country. So we might as well accept the fact that we live in a capitalist country and do what the market dictates. Competition is the only thing that makes people really move in a free society.
Won't that like destroy the black culture ultimately?
Just like you dying with no children will do. See again, think about what you're saying. You're more worried about the black community dying than your woman. She ain't worried about you. Won't that destroy the black community? Who's the transmitter of the culture? The woman and the mother. Is she a black women and mothers and wives at the same time today? No. Where's our culture at right now with our children? How many black men are transmitting their culture through black women as their wives?
Not many.
I'm just having the conversation that everybody else knows is happening. And it pisses black men off because it's not like we're giving up on the black women.
Yeah, kinda. It do sound like that. I don't think we should, though.
Hold on, partner. Who gave up on who?
I mean, they gave up on us because...
Who gave up on... No. Who gave up on who?
They gave up on us, but that's what they wanted them to do, ultimately.
No. See, and there you go. Right there. That's the difference between me and guys who think like you. You make women victims and unaccountable for their actions. They chose. Maybe, just maybe, in the world that you don't want to exist, they just chose that there was no Illuminati or no secret government conspiracy to separate the black man from the black woman to make money, because it only weakens a country. When the white power structure went to employ black men who are apparently their mortal enemy, when the white power structure said we're going to give black men employment to lower black male employment, we're going to give money. They expected female welfare to drop, and it increased. Because their women don't respond to them the way our women respond to us. When my generation, when affirmative action kicked in, and black women were being given preferential treatment in jobs to the rate of 2 to, kind of double minority. You've heard that before, right? Mm-hmm. Were those black women marrying plumbers? No, they weren't. They were keeping the money for themselves and telling the plumbers, I can do bad all by myself. But then so when every time they've been given something, do they go back to the black man and say, hey, brother, hey, lover, look at what we got from the white man and we can build? No, they keep it for themselves.
They was rewarded for not dating black men. Like, it was like...
And whose choice is that?
It was their choice to take it.
So are black women sentient beings free to make their choices and accountable for their decisions,
Absolutely.
then you can't keep pumping this white man and conspiracy shit. You got to deal with the fact on the ground, man. They chose. And they keep choosing. And how many times do I have to hear a black man who's a quote-unquote educated lame have to complain about Pookie and Ray Ray when they would step over your fucking college-educated course to get that thug dick? So don't get mad at them. So just accept the fact that that's what they do and stop getting mad and acting like, well, I gotta sit here. So what's that at the end of the table? I'm just sit here and be loyal to them. And I'm not saying, I'm saying be loyal to yourself. I cannot believe I am talking to a group of men who I'm having to tell, put yourself as a priority, black man. You are a priority. You matter. Your life matters. You matter. Every other group of men on this planet moves like they matter. We move like we are fucking utilities, beasts of burdens, and things to be used by other people. I reject that. We matter.
I can respect.
Jeff, I'll bring you back. I didn't mean to cut you. I didn't mean for you to get cut off. I want you to go back on. I challenge anyone. All right. Back here we go. What's the disagreement with Mr. T? Hello.
How you doing, Mr. Sanders?
Well, what's the disagreement?
Okay, I don't have a disagreement. It's more so.
But see, what I hear too often is a group of men who are raised in a gynocracy to put mom up on a pedestal and to think of yourself as something less than. You matter.